I fill your belly. I fill your belly with an Italian food. And a lot more.
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Stories and the Game Plan. I'm Anthony.
I am Daddy. This is edition 5 of the Game Plan New York. We have been spending about a year doing game planning for our Milwaukee Brewers road trips to see the Brewers in all the other cities in Major League Baseball we haven't been to. We've been to 12 stadiums for Brewers games.
12 and 11 years for me.
We have 18 to go. New York is among those locales. The New York Mets and the New York Yankees. We want to go and see them at both of those fine stadiums and traditions of baseball. But you got to eat when you go in these great cities of New York, for example. This may be the greatest foodie city in all of the world. Manhattan is the center of New York. Manhattan has some of the world's best restaurants. So what are we doing?
We are going to be talking about what's going to fill your belly.
We're going to do an honorable mention in the beginning, though, with what might be the world's most famous deli. It is
Katz Delicatessen.
Look how long it's been around.
133 years.
1888.
7 Food Network shows. Long lines.
Yeah. Long lines. You may be in line for an hour. An hour.
Longer than Pink's Hot Dogs in LA.
Yes, and
gosh.
it's worth it.
Oh my gosh, folks.
The experience of Katz Delicatessen, it's about waiting in line. It's about having some of their fantastic Jewish deli food, including what you may really like.
Chicken noodle soup.
You got matzo ball soup. It's a bread. It's like a unleavened bread type of matzah bread that they turn into a ball that they put in the soup. Got some nice cheese blintzes. Look at that.
Oh, cheese inside a wrapped up pancake. Cool.
Think you can pronounce this word?
Rugelach.
Rugelach. It's a Polish pastry. It's got cheese, cinnamon, or other items inside.
Can we put prosciutto or chicken tenders in there?
Chicken maybe, prosciutto no because of Jewish dietary rules, but I'm going for the pastrami and rye. It's most famous sandwich, the most famous sandwich in New York. Also, the Knobelwurst sandwich, I hope I pronounced that right. Knobelwurst. It's a garlic-laden beef sausage. You can rarely find it outside New York City. And, of course, the matzo ball soup. Now, those all are part of our honorable mention. We didn't pick it for our top 5, though. Your number 1 shares the name of the greatest coach in the history of the National Football League, a New York native, but no known relation to him. But it also has its own history to it.
It's called Lombardi's. And it's America's first pizza restaurant. That's the only reason I put it on there.
Look how far back.
1905.
116 years old. And look at what's inside it.
They took the real Mona Lisa and put carrying a pizza.
Yep, that's part of the artwork in the place. Now check out what some of the pizzas are there.
The Buddy's Cake Boss Pizza, red pie, prosciutto, mozzarella, arugula, Romano cheese, and basil.
If it's got prosciutto and ham on it, he's going to eat it. That's why he loves that type of restaurant.
White pizza, which is mozzarella, ricotta, Romano cheese.
3 kinds of cheese.
Cannoli, and for you,
great
any
cannoli.
pizza.
Oh my God.
Pizza.
Any kind of pizza. Either they're white pizza. I love good white pizzas that are mainly based with olive oil as well. Any kind of pizza with pancetta in it. Italian bacon. Also, their clam pie. You can usually only find that on the East Coast. Fresh clams, so good.
Yes.
Along with their meatball and ricotta cheese pizza.
And for me, this is rare. I only have places L through S.
That's true. Your number 2 goes to the next letter of the alphabet, an M. It is also a very cheesy locale. It is also in Manhattan. It is
Murray's Mac and Cheese. So we're going to get every single person we know in the New York area to come and help us with this. Fried cheese curds, basic mac and cheese, chicken tender mac and cheese, fried chicken biscuits.
It has all 3 of your favorite foods in one place.
That's why we picked it.
That's why you particularly picked it. Now, this is the sort of franchise restaurant of a cheesemaker in New York City that some believe has cheese as good as what we find right here in Wisconsin. We got to test that theory. We have got to test that theory. I'm looking for all that stuff, as well as the mac and cheese. And think of these options. Mac and cheese with lobster, a French onion mac and cheese with Newski's Wisconsin bacon.
You've heard of that on the series.
Yes! I could go nuts. He's gonna go nuts at a place like this. We stay with chicken tenders as part of your theme with your number 3 and cheese curds at what is ranked by Yelp as the top cheese curd place in the town.
The Malt House. Fried cheese curds with panko breading and buttermilk bites, which are essentially tiny fried chicken tenders. And then...
Wait, you gotta say that again. Tiny fried chicken tenders!
Chicken tenders!
So close, by the way. This is the kind of place we can go to for lunch while at the 9/11 Memorial Museum and right at One World Observatory. This is where we gotta stop for lunch.
I didn't see it was that close. Wow.
Yes. I'm going after the American Tavern Burger. A short rib house blend meat. Short rib meat. That is like as good as beef gets in so many ways, along with Swiss chard, sauteed onions, aioli, and cheddar. One of the top gourmet burgers in New York City. Oh man, I'm going crazy over that. You are going crazy over your number 4 pick for the best pizza slice in New York City. The best pizza in New York. Check out this place.
Olio e più.
Olio e più.
E più.
Look at all the different options with your favorite kind of ham. Prosciutto.
E carne, formaggio, plain.
Look at what it is.
Prosciutto and 2 cheeses. Then they have the spaghetti, agilata, la carbona, which is prosciutto, egg, parmesan, black pepper, and chili oil.
The spaghetti carbonara.
And then the pizza campagnola.
Campagnola.
Prosciutto, parmigiano, and reggiano.
You know what Parmigiano Reggiano is?
It's
the top Parmesan cheese there is.
Yep. We should have hit a lot on the series.
True.
Pizza nostrana. Nostrana. Prosciutto, ricotta, mozzarella, truffle oil. We've heard a lot about truffle oil. What is it?
It makes olive oil look like put to shame.
But what does it taste like?
Oh my, it's so hard to describe because I so rarely enjoy it because it's so expensive. And look what else you got there for dessert.
Blood orange sorbet.
The top oranges that are out there in many ways. Blood oranges. And
the budino di cioccolato, which is chocolate and berry cake.
I'm going after all that stuff. What else they've got? Fusilli e manzo. Brisket and Parmesan pasta.
Oh my gosh.
Brisket pasta.
Oh my gosh.
Come to Papa times the size of the universe just for that. But I could go for almost anything on that menu. Your number 5 wraps up with chicken tenders.
Sauced up. They started it all with a tour of New York City's best chicken wings. And then they turn it into their own wing place.
Oh, look what you got.
9-piece chicken tenders, mac and cheese bites, and fried Oreos. We have a place here in town. Go check it out. It's called Buffalo Boss on the north side. And they have some really good garlic parmesan wings and amazing fried Oreos.
And they're also in Brooklyn, by the way.
Yes, they are at the Barclays Center. So if you're ever at a Nets game, go check them out.
But probably not as good as this place. I mean, 9-piece tenders. You could eat. You could like wait all day to eat, and you'd go crazy there. I want all the different. They can have a whole bunch of different crazy sauces for their chicken tenders. So I'd probably be doing the same thing. I also want the Philly cheesesteak fries. Oh man, I'm going off on that with that.
Here we go.
My top 5 with a little bit of cheating with it. We'll explain why.
We need like some hype music, like basketball. Oh, 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 oh.
My number 1 pick is an Italian place. It's not necessarily one of the highest renowned Italian places, but it's one that gives a taste of home and my ancestral homeland. Basso 56. It is just outside the southwest corner of Central Park. It specializes in cuisine from the region of Italy that my grandfather's parents came from, Abruzzo, which is on the eastern coast of Italy, just east of Rome. You've got options with their chicken parm. I know it's basically a chicken tender with mozzarella and red sauce, yep, and a side of pasta of some sort. I'm going for some of the regional dishes, like the agnello scoradito alla romana, which are grilled lamb chops, marinated with fresh mint and extra virgin olive oil, served with sauteed baby artichokes. For me, this meal is a taste of home, and my mom brings me back to my mom, your grandmother. She would make lamb with mint sauce for Easter, every Easter. So this brings me back home. This is part of the family tradition that I miss. I get to go back and enjoy that. They also have a really cool dish called pappardelle alle abruzzese con ragù di cinghiale. I said that right.
Can we translate that? We're doing the final translating of New York. Here we go.
Based on what he was trying to translate, and I had the translation underneath, but he wanted to do it. It is pappardelle pasta, all homemade, with wild boar ragu sauce. Wild piggy sauce. My number 2 is a recommendation by 2 YouTubers who you got to follow. One of them, we're going to put him up here right now, is Kells Acosta, a fantastic New York storyteller, as well as another set of storytellers from New York, Greg and Jimmy, Food and Footprints. Check them out up there. It is a New York pizza place that features thick square slices, very similar to Sicilian pizza. There's one that I think you would fall in love with. It is a cheese pizza, and check out the different 4 kind of cheeses they've got. It's the cacio e pepe pizza, whipped mascarpone, pecorino romano, and parmigiano reggiano. The 2 of the best that there are. That pizza, oh my gosh. There's also the pepperoni pizza that Kells Acosta tried in his video. And what's amazing about it, with the kind of pepperoni that they use, it cups upward on the pizza itself, and it sort of keeps the juicy fat in there that gives it an amazing taste. Also, the 18th Avenue pizza, fennel sausage, in-house roasted peppers, aged mozzarella, whipped ricotta cheese. Oh man, and of course the house slice. Greg called it a classic New York slice taken to a whole other level.
Not bad.
That would be awesome. My number 3 pick is also really close to Central Park, and if Frank Sinatra calls it the best place he's ever eaten, it's good enough for us. It's Patsy's Italian restaurant. Check out what is on the menu for you.
Oh, they have prosciutto and cheese and the antipasto classico. They have the
Ville Francese,
which is egg battered and sauteed with prosciutto, butter, lemon, and white wine.
Think of a really, really, really gourmet chicken tender with even better meat than chicken.
Yeah, it's cat meat. And then the Ville Rollatini Marsala, which is, I'm surprised I got that right.
Nice.
Stuffed with mozzarella, parmigiano reggiano, as we talked about, the best, and prosciutto and a sauce of marsala and mushrooms.
You would go off just on all that stuff. Me? Oh my, the list is long. I'm going to try and be quick about this. Stuffed calamari with shrimp, calamari, crab, and lobster in a tomato and garlic sauce. The pork rollatini, bacon-wrapped pork scallopini with mozzarella and prosciutto. You got the veal cutlet parmesan. This was Frank Sinatra's favorite dish. He didn't sing the Jeopardy theme. With veal Milanese. Maybe they can see if they've got that particularly. But we're talking Frank Sinatra's favorite dish. Although if he did sing that, it would be the best version ever. Now, my number 4, I'm cheating on this.
You are, but he has permission.
Thank you very much.
I've cheated before. I cheated with Times Square in our last episode.
Imagine 3 of New York's best restaurants, including the top 2 in New York, according to TripAdvisor, owned by the same family, all within 1 block of each other.
Do like different people from the same family own them?
No, same family. And it's 3 restaurants that all begin with the name Piccola Cucina. You've got first the regular cucina, where you can get, look at this, mozzarella arancini, rice balls. You go off on that.
I would.
A fried mozzarella cheese sandwich. Fried mozzarella in a sandwich.
That sounds great.
And of course, cannoli and tiramisu. I'm going after the orecchiette gamberi e burrata, shrimp, burrata cheese and tomatoes, and the
Oh my gosh.
and the fried calamari
Oh my gosh.
with citrus mayo.
Oh my
Then there is the restaurant called Piccola Cucina Estiatorio, the number 9 ranked restaurant in the city. You'd be going off on their prosciutto di Parma DOP e burrata. It's their appetizer. Along with,
Argentino, Calanese, Sicilian rice balls.
I'll just mention one of the 15,000 dishes that I want at this place. The polpo caprese con burrata pomodorino confit e basilico. Octopus caprese with burrata cheese,
Whatever.
tomato
caprese
confit,
is.
and basil.
I don't know what any of
Octopus.
this
It is
stuff
an
is.
Italian delicacy.
Okay, that's just okay. So at least they're not killing humans.
What?
Octopi can kill humans. They wrap them up in their fake tentacles. It's true.
And finally, the number 1 ranked of all of New York, the Piccola Cucina Osteria Siciliana. You might be going after the grilled Cornish hen, a chicken piece with a side dish. This is their super gourmet, get dressed up restaurant.
Okay.
I'm going off on the arancini catanese, the meat rice balls, the spaghetti alici di mare, sea urchin spaghetti. Where else are you gonna find this?
Whatever that is.
Sea urchin spaghetti.
What is a sea urchin?
Oh man, we gotta take you.
A seahorse?
Pretty similar.
What a seahorse is.
Aw, I'm sorry,
At
buddy.
least they're not seahorses, but they're in the seahorse family.
And to end it all,
God rest their soul.
the risotto ai frutti di mare. The risotto with all the great different seafood. Not including sea urchins, buddy. Not including sea urchins.
When just you say, I automatically cry.
That was an amazing acting job, buddy. That was fantastic. Finally, number 5. It is a Harlem tradition. It is Sylvia's. It has been featured on Man vs. Food. People say there on that episode it's like going to Sylvia's house on Sunday. True soul food is. Sylvia, the restaurateur and operator, calls it prepared with love. They're famous for their gospel brunch on Sunday mornings with live music. Go Brewers, go! Go Brewers, go! Okay, back to the restaurant.
Okay.
They also have bottles of barbecue sauce that you can take to the road. They have chicken tenders, which you should try with the barbecue sauce.
I'll try it. I'm not a big BBQ sauce fan, but
A little bit. But yes, chicken tenders are on the menu for him.
and then they have the world famous Sylvia's Bird chicken and waffles. The juice, quote, the juice pops out.
That good.
Baked mac and cheese. My mama makes it. It's pretty good.
For me, I'm going after that same Sylvia's Bird chicken and waffles. It is their staple dish, and so are their spicy, slow roasted ribs. Oh man, I gotta check this place out. I've got to check this place out. We need to take a trip. It is such a special place. This ends our New York Top 5 Travel Series, the game plan, and our entire game plan series. And the beauty of it is, this hasn't just been a series for YouTube, it has been a series to help get us ready for all the Milwaukee Brewers road trips that we're going to be going on as father and son.
Yeah, and the fun thing is there are so many places that you all don't see that we've researched that we're going to be able to go to. And when we go on our trips to these places, we can look at them and say, okay, we will go here, 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 here. We'll obviously hopefully go to all these places if they're still open, if they're still going. But we got to go to other places too.
Exactly. If we've missed something, someplace that we've got to go to in New York, that you're like, why did they forget this place?
Yes.
Tell us.
Tell
We'll add it
us.
to our map, we'll tell it,
Us.
and add it to our experience list that we could put on for when we go to New York City.
Woo-woo.
See the Brewers play the Mets, see the Brewers
Woo-woo.
play the New York Yankees. Can you give us and give our game plan series a proper send-off?
Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, folks. Ding, ding, ding. We'll see ya. So long. from Zorgy Story Studios, and thank you all for watching The Game Point.